Welcome. This is going to be my first diary update, and boy, so this has been a rough go. Um, well, let me just start at the beginning, I guess. That's probably the easiest way. So I'm going to start doing diaries, video diaries, blogging, whatever you want to end up calling it, about my journey to the full Ironman in Mont Tremblant, August 2020. And right now, what is today? I don't even know what today is. Today is March 14th, 2020. So I have in the background, a few years ago, 2018, did the half Ironman, the Ironman 70.3 in Maine. And it was a great event. Totally made me smile for weeks upon weeks of the journey that took me. And highly motivated, did a lot of work towards that, did a few sprints prior, and felt really ready, and I was. And you can see crossing the finish line, this huge smile on my face. Even thinking about it right now makes me pretty stoked. So here we are in March, and in Vermont, it's pretty snowy, so it's really hard to get out on a bicycle in the middle of the winter. And I'm not a big fan of running in sub-zero temperatures outside either. So I've got a trainer in the house with my bike on it. I've got a treadmill in the house. And so that's kind of what I've been doing. So I've used tons of apps on my trainer. I've used Ruby. I've used, which is probably, that's one of the better ones that I liked. I've used Full Gas. I've used Strava. I've used, you name it. I tried a whole bunch. There's all these little free trials, which is good. So it has the TV in front of you and it's kind of a virtual ride. I've stuck with Full Gas. That seems to be my favorite. But I have been battling with motivation and saying, I gotta get out there, I gotta do this. And out there and do this is a little different when it's actually in your house. As far as pieces of life, huge amount of work professionally. That's taken a huge amount of mental capacity, and that really exhausts me. So that piece has been tough in balancing, and the last thing you want to do sometimes after a long day of work is jump on a bike and ride for an hour and then run. So that part has been a struggle. Family balance structure has been a struggle. We just had a newborn, and she was born on Valentine's Day, February 14th, and she's amazing. I have a 14-year-old and a 10-year-old that love her as well, and my wife and my family have been extremely supportive of me doing this, but I have not allowed myself to actually let go of some of these aspects and just do it. And I'm struggling with that. So that's something I'm trying to work over. I'm concentrating a lot on workouts, and I'm concentrating a lot on my, as silly as it seems, my Apple Watch, and closing my rings every day. And that I'm doing pretty good on, especially when I get that good long workout in there, then I can kind of bust through the ceiling on those. And that's been kind of a motivating factor, because it kind of pushes you along with, you got an award today, or you got a 7-day workout, and lucky you, you're getting into shape, and we're excited for that. So that's something that's helped me. I've got 2 great friends that I'm going to be doing this with. One of them, named Scott, has been really helpful in trying to help this mental piece that I'm struggling with get through. And yeah, it's in August and it's March and there's some time, but at the same time, I think there's not a lot of time. I got to get back into shape. And you know, the rides I'm doing right now are rides that fluctuate between 250 watts and 180 watts, and then maximum times, you know, for a while I was doing 2-hour rides. Those were brutal. And now I'm doing an hour and 15-minute rides at the longest. So I got to build that back up. Runs, I went for an 11-mile run the other day, and it felt great. It felt really great. I was exhausted when I finished, but it felt great. And then a little while later, I went for a 5-mile run, and I thought I was going to die. So I don't know. That was weird. And the terrain was relatively flat on the 5-mile run, so that was odd. So that's where I'm at. I'm struggling. I will continue some updates. I'm hoping to look back at these and see hopefully after August, I look back at these and I say, wow, man, I was in rough shape back then, but look at what I overcame. And so that's kind of my hope. The other piece is, I think that this is nice to have you all be able to see and comment, and that kind of spurs me on and motivates me to do more as well. I know I will. I know it's one foot in front of the other, and it's just getting there. And this is going to be a massive achievement. I've never done a full Ironman. So this is going to be intense, and I'm ready for it. So it's 140.6 miles. It's a lot, but it's not undoable. It's probably not undoable for me right now. It would be horrible and suck if I just all of a sudden had to do this tomorrow, because I am ill prepared, but it's time to get serious.